right, in 9.8, this next section for our geometry unit, we're going to talk about translations. Translation means you're translating, you are changing, you are making a transformation. And what a transformation is, it's a change of position or shape. So you're the same thing, you just moved. Okay? I'm transforming myself if I go over here. I transformed. I moved from one spot to another. Oh my God. Well, I guess I translated myself because translation means it's a transformation, it's a change that moves points the same distance in the same direction. Okay? So, translation is just moving my points or shape in the same way. Image is a new translated shape. Okay? You're also going to want to know the vocab word pre-image. And what a pre-image is, write this down in your notes. A pre-image is your original position or shape. Position / shape. All right, I'm going to do a couple examples with you. All right, we are going to translate a figure. I'm going to draw a triangle KRT. So when they say to draw a triangle, that just means you draw a triangle. You pick 3 points, connect them. Okay? So you're going to pick 3 points and connect them any way you want. I'm going to draw a triangle. I'm going to call it KRT. I want to move my triangle 3 units down and 4 units to the right. And then I'm going to graph the translation. That means I'm translating the shape. So how do I do it? I pick a vertex and I just start. I only move my vertexes, my points. Okay, vertices, yeah, plural. So I'm going to go 3 units down and then 4 to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's my new spot. I'm going to move R 3 units down. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4 units to the right. 1, 2, 3. There's my new one. I call this K prime. Prime means a new one. Okay, prime is new. It's like the image. Okay, K prime, R prime. Now I'm going to do T prime. 3 units down, 1, 2, 3, and then 4 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's my T prime. My new image is right there. Okay, so that's my new image. That's what we're doing today. So I'm just translating. I translated my triangle 3 units down. Here's how we write it though. This is the confusing part. Okay? How I write that is I say, okay, well here's my pre-image, my triangle KRT. So I have a triangle KRT. I'm going to translate. This is a translation. I'm going to translate to take the X that it had. All right? The X moves left and right. Okay? And I'm going to add 4. Okay? Because I'm going 4 units to the right. Take the X that I have, add 4. We'll get into this on another slide. Take the Y that I had, subtract 3. This is saying your new triangle is translated by move the X spot 4. X is always, if you have an axis, X is represented by a cross. This is the X axis, this is the Y. X is going across, and the Y value is the up and down. Y value is up and down. All right, we're going to do another one. On your graph paper, I want you to graph a triangle. Call it ABC. So I want you to make a triangle ABC. And then I want you to translate it 3 units to the right. So I'm going to have you translate it 3 units to the right. Take your X value, go 3 to the right. and then 2 units up. Take your y value and go up 2. That's the notation that I'm using. We'll actually have a slide for that in a minute too. So triangle ABC is going to translate into x plus 3 to y plus 2. Okay, looking, I'm going to just draw another shape. I'm going to actually draw a square or a rectangle. I don't know if it's going to be perfectly So this is more like a rectangle. And I'm going to make my rectangle, I'm going to translate it. Now this is just saying, and we'll do this in our next set of notes, but when I say x plus 3, this just means the right 3, okay? This just means up 2. The x tells you are you going left or are you going right, and the y tells you you're going up or down. I'm going to call this shape A, B.
It's not trying.
I know. A, B, C, D. And I'm going to translate it into A prime, B prime, C prime, D prime. So I'm going to translate again. 3 units to the right. 1, 2, 3, 2 up. This would be my A prime. 3 units to the right. 1, 2, 3, 2 up. This is B prime. 3 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 2 up. This is C prime. 3 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 2 up. This is D prime. My new image is A prime, B prime, C prime, D prime. Okay. Alright, I'm going to have you draw a shape for me. I'm going to choose to make the drawing. I am going to do a triangle again. I'm going to call this triangle ABC, and I want you to make the following translation. I want you to go to the left 3 and down 4. Go to the left 3 and down 4.
Do we have to do this in our notes?
Yep. Or on the graph paper. Alright, translating this next image, I'm taking each of my vertices and moving them to the left 3, down 4. So A, my A prime, I'm going to the left 3, 1, 2, 3, down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is my new A, it's called A prime. B, I'm going to the left 3, 1, 2, 3, down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is B prime. And C to the left 3, 1, 2, 3, down 4, 1, 2. This is C prime. My new translated image is right there. Okay? What they're going to ask you, what the MCA in your book will ask you is to describe the translation. Okay? When I describe this, all I need to know, A prime is always the new one. The primes are always the brand new image. Okay? So I just go to my original and I say, what did I do to this to get down here? Okay? Pay attention. What did I do right here to get to right here? What did I do to A to get to A prime? It looks like I went down 1, 2, 3, 4. So I would write down 4. And then I went over 1, 2, 3. To the left 3. That's how I want you to describe your translation. Okay? And they'll ask you that. So be ready for it. Alright. Describing translations. We use what's called arrow notation. That's what I showed you at first. So an arrow notation, it just is represented by some long arrow. It's saying we're translating, we're moving it. We're going this way. And if I'm at a point L and I go to 4, 2, L is 1, 3, and I go to 4, 2, I translated L, so we call it, I call it XY. We started with an X and we started with a Y. And now I'm going to translate this to something new. I translate this to the x I was at. I was at 1. What did I do to 1 to get to 4? I added 3. There's my translation. That's how I am describing it. I started with an x and y. It happened to be 1 and 3. Now I got to describe how did I get to the new numbers. I took my original and I added 3. What did I do to my y to get to the 2? Subtract 1. I take my y, I subtract 1. That is the translation notation. Okay? This is the most advanced part of translation.
Do they all turn around like the first point with 1, 3? Do they all turn around like that?
Not really. No, not really. I see what you noticed. No, I wouldn't start getting that way. Now I want you to describe this translation. Let's say that I started at point A, which is 0, 7, and I moved to A prime, which was -5, 2. Describe to me with arrow notation, how did I translate? Alright, I started with the point xy. My xy just happened to be 0, 7. And I'm translating it to take my x. What did I do to x to get -5? What did I do to y? Y -5. That is my translation. All this tells me, this section right here just tells me that I'm going to go to the left. This says left 5. And this just says down 5. If it was plus, it would say right 5. And if both of them were plus, it would say right and up. Okay? That's about the extent of what we need to cover, I think. Writing translation rules. Nope, we already did that. Let me go over this example quick though. If I had an image, a pre-image and an image, and I wanted to write the translation move, I would say take my xy wherever I'm at. Take the point. This is like a vertex. Take the vertex that I'm at. And it looks here from A to A prime, I went to the 1, 2, 3, to the right 4. So I would go x plus 4. And then I went up 1, 2. Y plus 2. That is my translation. Double check. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Yes. That describes my translation perfectly. I don't know if the MCAs describe it like this or just up and down, right and left. It's going to be asked both ways on your homework.